Okay, first and foremost, I would like to take this opportunity to thank Transport Events Management and Port Klang Authority for inviting MATRADE to present on how MATRADE can assist Malaysian exporters to penetrate overseas market, particularly during COVID-19 pandemic. And my presentation today will cover briefly on MATRADE's core function, a snapshot on logistics industry in Malaysia, and lastly on our activities during COVID-19 and what are the assistance programs available for Malaysian exporters. For those who are not aware about MATRADE, we are the National Export Promotion Agency under the Ministry of International Trade and Industry. So that is why, Dr. Mark, we have a national flag at our back because we are government agencies and government office. MATRADE was established in 1993, and MATRADE has served for more than 2 decades to existing exporters, new to export companies, foreign companies, and to the nation. Throughout the years, MATRADE strives to remain relevant, adapting to changes and managing constant shifts in market demand. So as you can see, our mission is to promote Malaysia's export, has enabled many local companies to carve new frontiers in the global markets. Today, as we continue to put the spotlight on capable Malaysian companies on the international stage, we are helping make the phrase made in Malaysia, which will reflect with excellence, reliability, and trustworthiness. You can see the our global networks here, and MATRADE is also actively involved in assisting foreign companies to source for suppliers of Malaysian products and services, and is represented worldwide at 46 locations in major commercial cities. Our overseas offices will help foreign companies and to identify Malaysian value-added products and services. You may also browse through our comprehensive directory of Malaysian companies that provide products and services that suit your sourcing needs. The directory is available in our website, and those companies who are interested to know more about Malaysia also can browse through our website. And then in Malaysia, MATRADE has 5 local branches. In Penang, we have in Terengganu, Johor, Sabah, and Sarawak. And these regional officers will assist Malaysian exporters through trade consultation and guide you on how to export. Well, in realizing MATRADE's objectives to grow exports and global entrepreneurs, our core functions can be divided into 4 areas, as you can see in the slide: export promotion, exporters development, market intelligence, and trade advisory. MATRADE will also continue to collaborate with stakeholders from the private sector, chambers, trade association. We also work with ministry and other government agencies in organizing promotional and capacity building programs to reduce or share financial implication. At the same time, we also work with foreign embassies and business council based in Malaysia to enhance bilateral trade between countries. In terms of Malaysia's logistic landscape, regulations on logistics is under the Ministry of Transport. However, MATRADE's role is to assist logistic companies in terms of market access and export promotion. Various internationalization programs have been developed by MATRADE involving Malaysian logistic companies, such as participation in trade fairs, organizing missions, and also visits to ports in other countries to understand their logistic ecosystem. The logistic and trade facilitating ecosystem are made up of the following players. In Malaysia, we have manufacturers traders, e-business organizations, logistics service providers who are involved in the movement of goods and provision of support services, where the custom officers who facilitate the documentation and clearance of moving and stored goods, and we also have permit approval agencies and local authorities responsible for licensing and approval for business operations. In Malaysia, the Ministry of Transport formulate policies, develop strategic plans, initiate policy actions, oversees the logistics industry, implement and enforce regulatory requirements, and they also provide the necessary institutional frameworks for public-private collaborations. However, when it comes to trade facilitation, particularly on international movement of goods, my ministry, Ministry of International Trade and Industry, will be the focal point to ensure that the national logistic chain is harmonized with the global logistic chain. And then for MATRADE, we see that the logistics services can be further promoted, not only domestically, but internationally due to its strengths as stated in the slide. We will have a strategic geography, regional supply chain linkage, strengths of transportation and busiest container ports. I mean, as explained to by Captain Subramaniam just now. Given its strategic location, dia tak keluar. Well, based on the our industry logic strengths, Malaysia has the rights to endowments to position itself as a regional logistic gateway. Well, besides the strengths, the logistic industry also have some challenges. There are also challenges that the logistic industry have to overcome in order to make it competitive in becoming the preferred logistic gateway to Asia. And the challenges are in the form of infrastructure, service competence and trade facilitation. Okay, details as per listed in the slides. And then due to these challenges, our rank, which are reported by World Bank report in 2018, our LPI dropped from 32nd in 2016 to 41st in 2018. Then the decline was due to high logistic costs and unreliable supply chain, which reduced a nation's competitiveness. Additionally, supply chains are complex and their performance is dependent on conducive ecosystem such as regulations, customs clearance, import and export procedures. Well, looking at this scenario, MATRADE is committed to promote the industry to when you organize various trade promotional programs. For example, last year, MATRADE organized a seminar on logistics industry, sharing expertise by logistics service provider, which we collaborate with Post Logistic Berhad, Mass Cargo, also we work with Container National. And early this year, before COVID, we have organized a seminar on Malaysian Logistic Outlook 2020 with Frost and Sullivan. And MATRADE provides, usually MATRADE will provide updated market information to ensure that Malaysian exporters are kept abreast on the latest international business trend and export opportunities. COVID-19 pandemic was impacted the way international business is conducted, and leveraging on the digital platforms has become a new normal. Since travel restriction imposed by the most of the countries around the world to contain the spread of COVID-19 has expedited the transformation into digitalization among the businesses to conduct export promotion. Virtual trade shows, business pitching, B2B meetings, and webinars have become alternative to physical events. Until now, MATRADE has organized 87 webinars cover various topics. For example, we talk about global halal ecosystem, we talk about market penetration, globalization. You know, we work with some private sector or government agencies to update our exporters on the development, particularly on business development. Where on top of that, MATRADE also has organized various buyer-seller engagements via digital platforms to ensure that Malaysian companies have access to the international buyers even during the travel restriction periods. Then MATRADE emphasized on business relationship between Malaysian companies and foreign importers through virtual business matching programs. As you can see from the slide, we have arranged 484 meetings between 362 foreign buyers and 204 Malaysian companies. And I believe in the present situation, online platform is vital for Malaysian exporters to get connected with potential foreign buyers, which might translate into real business deals. As Malaysian exporters are not able to travel, either to participate in trade shows or conduct face-to-face meetings with potential customers, they still have access to trade inquiries from foreign importers via MATRADE's My Export, which is a subscription-based online market intelligence platform developed by MATRADE. My Export provides subscribers with access to current trade information, such as market alerts, product market studies, trade statistics, and international tender notices. Unfortunately, the platform is only for the Malaysian companies. And Malaysian exporters need to leverage on digital channels to ensure that engagement with customers is sustained despite COVID-19. Online trade leads posted on My Export serve as an opportunity for Malaysian exporters to provide business offers according to customers' requests. So Malaysian company can get the information about the importers through My Export. And this trade intelligence is updated on daily basis by 46 Malaysian trade commissioners across the globe.